All right, now look, today I'm gonna show y'all how I make catfish. So listen up, because this is what you're gonna need. As far as the spices, I like to use mustard, garlic powder, onion powder, crushed black pepper, Old Bay, accent. You cannot use it if you don't want to. I use Louisiana chicken fry and fish fry. Both of those are seasoned. I have 4 catfish fillets, all purpose flour, cornstarch. You see that? You see that? You see all that? Don't ask me for the damn ingredient list. Now, come on. Now, look, before you do anything, please make sure that y'all are washing off your catfish, because I don't know about you. I can always taste when catfish ain't been properly cleaned. It just tastes muddy and gritty and nasty. So I always rinse mine with cold water and fresh lime. After I do that, I pat it dry, and then now I like to go in with a light coating of mustard. I'm not one of those people that likes to do the wet batter when it comes to fish. I just typically don't do that. But you can if you want. I'm not going to be using eggs or buttermilk. The mustard is going to do all that I need it to do. The seasoning will adhere just the way I want it to, as well as the flour dredging as well. So I'm going to do a light coating of mustard on both sides of these fish. Don't use honey mustard, because I know somebody's going to ask me. Then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of onion powder. Now, this is the thing. Don't go crazy when it comes to putting too much seasoning on the fish itself, simply because both that fish fry and that chicken fry are both seasoned, and it can easily become overly salty. So just keep that in mind. Now I have garlic powder. I'm also putting that. Now I don't go too heavy with the garlic powder. Y'all know it's not seafood to me if I don't put some Old Bay on it. But please make sure you're being light-handed with the Old Bay, because again, you don't want it to be overly salty. I love crushed black pepper. And if you want, you can also go in with some smoked paprika. I know some people that like to do that. It's not my zhuzh, but do what you want. It's up to you. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to make sure that I season both sides. Then I put it in the refrigerator uncovered, and I let it sit for about 5 minutes. As far as the dry mixture, I use 1 full bag of the Louisiana fish fry. Now, as far as the chicken fry, I do not use that full bag. I only use 1 cup, because if I were to use both, it would be a salty mess. But I do like that extra crunch. And speaking of extra crunch, I add in 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch, because again, it just adds extra crunch. I love accent. It just kind of just enhances the flavor of everything. And I'm also going to be adding in some all-purpose flour as well. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to be adding in roughly about 1/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour. Get all of that mixed up, and now you're good to go. Make sure that you have your oil already heated. You want your oil to be at about 350 degrees. If you know anything about frying fish, the grease has got to be hot. So now you're going to take your fillets. You're going to dredge it inside of that flour. Make sure that as you're patting it down, you're shaking it off, lifting it up, inspecting it, making sure that you're getting flour into all the crevices. That's how you get some good, crispy fish. Then you're going to put it on a plate, sit it to the side, and I like to let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes just so that everything can kind of stick, but you don't have to do that. That's just something I've been doing for years, so I just continue on with that process. Once again, you want to make sure that your grease is nice and hot. Also, keep in mind, you do not want to put fried chicken, fried fish, fried shrimp, fried oysters on paper towels, y'all. Get yourself a wire rack so that once it's done, you can take it out, put it on the rack. This fish roughly cooks anywhere between 6 to 7 minutes. You can cook it as hard as you want it to, or as long as you want to. That's up to you, honey. This your food. A beautiful plate, honey. Oh, nasty Louisiana catfish. Got me some hush puppies, tartar sauce, potato salad. My God. Honey, I know y'all want me to go in for a taste test once again. Catfish, potato salad. Got me some hush puppies here. All right, let me get a piece. Let me break a piece off right quick. Good God Almighty. I'm gonna dip it in my tartar sauce back here, and then I'm gonna put me a little bit of hot sauce on it. Let me fix this light right quick so y'all can see what's going on. Yeah, boy. All right, here we go. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Boy, you know, Me being single is a damn shame. Okay. I'm just simply saying. I'm just simply saying. Crunchy but not dried out. Still nice and flaky. Make you some, honey.